Good. Good. Where's... Oh, that's not over here. Dang it. There it is. Cool. I know nobody shows up in the first minute, so still prepping things for those who are showing up. Bada boom, bada bing. Skippity boop. Carefully. Carefully. Alright. I think that's enough room to open this mamma jamma up. There it is. Welcome! Maniac for Bricks. Terrible lighting, terrible quality, terrible whatever, but I got only so much time, and I'm gonna go through these right now, see how it goes. I'm always here. YouTube, for some reason, whenever I go live, never tells me the appropriate number of people that are in the chat. I don't know why. So that's why I'm like, is it people or are they not people? Or are they ghosts and they're here but they can't be accounted? 2 very wet packages from Bricklink. I think they're... Oh yeah, that is packed to the brim. That is definitely from Bricklink. This is the Brixar one. That's very... I can't believe it. They couldn't at least ring the doorbell. I have no idea if there's mail here unless I go outside and look. Normally, Scooby would have barked at the mailman or, you know, even seeing the truck, but he didn't see anything. Yep. I mean, I don't really have an overhang on my house or like an awning or whatever at the front porch that they could have been dry, but still, I don't know. At least I left them on the porch because there is a mailbox at the end of this, at the end of the driveway towards the street. It would not have fit inside the mailbox for sure. All right, I just hope all the pieces are good in here. Despite that, oh yeah, and the poster. So yeah, let's get all of Brixar's questions from the live stream answered. I already did answer a bunch of them in the comment section of his video. So if you didn't watch that, it's fun. And I timestamped just about everything that I thought was funny and worth an explanation, or like, oh, I'm gonna tell you more about it. So, I guarantee I have a whole bunch of these, and I'm just like, well, I'm here. I might as well pick up more. I'm not gonna count them right now. Believe me, I have not have time to count them. I don't think I have time to really count any of these, so I'm just gonna go through what bags of parts there were. I think it's like a 40-minute live stream on his channel, going over everything. Again, I know, on terrible quality. I'm trying to work on one thing at a time, and I only do so much. This is what happens when I decide, like, should I buy a better camera? Should I work on studio equipment? Should I improve the lighting in my rooms? No, I'm just going to buy Lego. So I don't think that's a bad choice for a lot of people. So a lot of these are Technic parts. If you can't see them from the front here, I will try to actually do a little video later of everything. But this is basically just the unboxing. A lot of Technic parts, especially from the connector category, which Brixar said was really easy because they're all basically the same category. Cy O'Connor, welcome to the stream. Angry Dragon 114, I see you in there. I apologize if I missed someone else because the chat keeps fading away on the mobile app. Anywho, the Lego room is still a disaster. That's why I'm not filming in there. Like, it actually, like, a couple of boxes of things have fallen over and basically crowded into the door. So I can't even open the door without moving, like, without pieces falling out. And I've been trying to keep the door closed because Catstello has actually gone in there. I did a short, funny video about that on Maniac for Bricks More, but it's not funny if he gets lost throughout the day if no one's home. A lot more black connectors, yes. We got Exoforce robot arms, yes, yes. So those 2 red Technic pieces that Brixar was like, why'd you order one of those? I basically ordered it for a mock that I needed those pieces in that color. I didn't have them at the time. So, let me see if he's over here. I just kind of lost back here. I'll have to do that later. But yeah, it's basically because I needed specifically those, just one of each of those. Ridiculous. I will catch up on the chat in just a moment. I do see a couple other faces in here. My Random Mind, welcome to the stream. Something has arrived. I don't know what it said. It went away too quick. A lot of the robot arms, they are for Bionicle building later. I might actually use them for general stuff, not like just robot building in general, not just Bionicle. Green. The green leaves, because they were there, they're cool. I could always use more of those, so that's what that's about. I like my foliage pieces. I don't have enough in the variety of them. Got the paper. I used to do that on some haul videos when I really like crowded in paper, which is fine. It's good for packing. I'm actually surprised he didn't throw a whole bunch of styrofoam peanuts in there as well. But I used to do that when I had like a whole bunch of them wrapping around a really tiny item in a large box, and I'd just throw them up in the air like confetti. We got our signed brick! There it is. And it says Brickstar. Perfect. I signed a brick at Brickstar, Virginia for Sans. I don't know if he's ever going to show it on video. I don't know if he's ever going to make a public post. But it did happen. He actually asked me for signing a brick. And I was like, I think I can do that. Like, I think there might be enough space for it. I usually write large. So, writing on a brick, a 2x4 brick, that would be interesting. Alrighty. Inside of the envelope, inside of the box. Like a Get Smart opening door routine. And one thing inside of another. I did order Chima cards, and I also ordered NBA sports cards because I have a large binder full of all different kinds of Lego trading cards and collectible cards, whatever different games that they had over the years. And these were ones that I didn't already have to fill out that collection. It's not a thing I went to the store for, but I was like, hey, I do like looking through the Gears category. Sometimes I find good stuff in there, and this was good. So again, I will have to do some video sometime later updating about that. Because I don't know the last time I did that, and I know there's been newcomers to the channel, so it might help. It's like, oh yeah, there's another obsession that he has about Lego. That's sure. It's this guy I met in person at Virginia. This New Jersey guy. Anyways, I got a poster here that has, should be Lego Universe, I think. Whoa, oh my gosh, that is a bigger poster than I thought it was going to be. They do not tell you how big these, actually they do tell you, I just don't look. Coming in 2010. Oh yeah, it's coming. It'll get there. 2021. So I have the CD of the game that I got at Goodwill not too long ago, a couple months ago. I got the strategy guide a while before that. I actually borrowed Kevin Hinkle's copy, then sent it back to him. Then I got my own copy. Now I got the poster. I have the Nexus astronaut minifigure, the polybag. I reviewed that years and years ago on the channel. And I don't have the rocket ship, but I kind of feel like I could just put that one together from parts. I always forget to look when I'm placing a Bricklink order. I probably could have built it out of parts from the Bricklink store, but I did not. I forgot to look. I have so many wanted lists, I have to actually scroll to check what else I want, or what else I'm trying to build. It's nuts. I've been trying to whittle them down over the years, or at least try to consolidate them. Like, okay, these things can go together in the same list. They're already repeats. But I didn't see a PIP or invoice in here, so I will have to look that up on the computer sometime later. I am in work clothes because I will have to head off shortly after this. It's kind of like, again, it feels like a Brickstar video because not only is it a haul from his Bricklink store, but I know there's been a couple times he was in a suit, and I'm pretty sure the video didn't call for him being in a suit, but it was all good. All right, let's get through the next one. So basically, out of all of this, including this Bricklink seller, which I believe is Toys for Boys in New York, out of this, all of this TECHNIC pieces, or most of the TECHNIC pieces, I should say, I am trying to build a Bionicle mask wall again. I did that several years ago, 2015, 2016 or so, and it was actually a vertical system-built wall of dark gray and black bricks. It was only 2 studs thick. It did not hold together very well. I had to constantly fix that thing when bringing it from convention to convention, and it ultimately fell at Brick Fair, Virginia, 2017. It completely shattered in transit before I got it to the Bionicle table for display. And I said, this is too much, and I'm just going to have to call it off. Now, I've had a bit of a resurgence with Bionicle mask collecting. I'm still going through all the other ones. Yes, I know I said the forbidden B word. Sorry, Doc Samson. Friends don't let friends buy Bionicle. Where were you? You were here. You were fine. This wasn't your fault. Anyways, this one did have a paper invoice. Okay. So I am basically building a new version of it that is not going to conventions, and I'm just going to have it hanging on a wall in my bedroom. I already had the space for it. I already had a rough outline as to what parts I needed, and some of it was like, oh wait, I could probably use this one instead of the other one while I'm shopping at 1 a.m. So I added more into the batch for Brickstar's store. And then I was like, should I use the 32 long Technic axle pieces instead of a whole bunch of small ones? And then I look at the price of them, and I was like, another store has them. It's like 30 of them, and it's ridiculously expensive. So I'm like, no way, Jose. I'm going to go back to the first one, add more into the store. That's why there were 3 batches in Brickstar's order, all after 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I always find myself looking up things on Bricklink, even if I'm not shopping, but just researching through there. I always find myself on there around the 2 a.m. maintenance time. Because every night, 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, they perform maintenance on the site. Just updating inventories and whatever. And I'm like locked out for almost 10 minutes. I'm like, I was in the middle of something, and I can't go back to that page because once you refresh it, it just goes back to the home page for Bricklink. So I'm like, okay. Stud Studios, welcome to the stream. Again, I will read the comments in just a moment. Catch up with everybody on everything. This store actually had some parts missing, so I got some credit back in the order. I think it was like, okay, I got the money back or something like that. They did notice they did add that on the invoice, which is good. Which is, yeah, pretty much more of the same. So I bought bulk of all these different Technic pieces just so I know this is what I can work from. I don't have to go through my collection of completely unsorted everything to try to find all the stuff that I need. Even if I already have it there. Even if I guarantee I don't have a bag worth of this kind of part, though. Maybe some of the other ones, but not all of them. And in certain colors, this again going in a black and gray color scheme for the most of it. I did also consult some other people in the community as to how I'm going to put this all together. Did I hear something? Okay. There was a whole bunch of noise earlier because not only was it raining, but it was also like hitting hard rain. It wasn't just like a drizzle. It's like you could hear it against the window. There's a couple of violet pieces in here, the blue, violet, purple kind of pieces, because I had a mock I was working on earlier this year from Bricklink. Still have to work on that. More Sea of Blue. And I think there's another bag of it, yeah. They're even 100 count. Like, I actually have the number in the bag. At this bulk, I don't even know if it's worth counting all of these. I take Brickstar's word with this. I think he actually did that with the blue ones, where he's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, whole thing. Something like that. It was great. It was honestly a lot of fun. Let's see. Yep, some more Technic axles. 3 long, 4 long. Forlorn. Oh, they just stuck a whole bunch of these together for some reason. Okay, there's a couple more of the blue-violet pieces. Technically, I didn't buy Bionicle. I bought Technic pieces because they already existed before Bionicle. But they were used in Bionicle, so and the purpose of them is Bionicle, so there you go. Building Bionicle is like building Technic, but you add more stuff. It's not as skeletal. Heck, even if I have spares of these parts, I can use them towards a whole bunch of GBC mocks that I've been planning for, I want to say years. And actually now I've consulted with people in GBC community about how to start one, what kind of parts I would need. So these can also help in that way as well. The mask wall project resumes, or rebirths. This is a new way of doing it, so I don't think it's really resuming because I'm not building the same one as I did before. This one's actually going to be done basically having a whole bunch of frames that connect together in separate parts. I'm going to nail them into the wall. I'm obviously checking where on the wall to nail them properly so it don't hit something, behind it accidentally. And then I got a lot to add on to this. Am I going to put every single Bionicle collectible on here? No. I guarantee they are not all going to fit, and I'm not going to collect them all. There are plenty of them that I don't really care that much about right now. Haven't cared about even before. Even if I know that they exist, I'm like, it's fine. I'm going to work off of the ones that I do have for now and see what happens next. But yeah, it's a big sea of Technic across the table. Let's see if I can get that over to you real quick while I have a little bit of time left. Here we are. So right there. Oh, so this was the Brickstar pile, and there goes the brick, and there goes a text message. I just can't. I have two hands and one brain. Okay. Here's the Brickstar pile. Here's the Toys for Boys, I think it was. I haven't shopped in this. The first time I've been in either of the stores. Also weird that the first time I shop at a Brickstar store, I wanted to shop at Bricklink, at Brickstar's Bricklink for years. I've had different parts that I've wanted to put together for mocks or just to check the inventory or whatever, see what was interesting in there, especially the gear kind of stuff. And the weirdest part about it, 9 times out of 10, whenever I would shop in Brickstar's store, it would be closed for re-inventory or whatever the case may be. Like, it actually just said, store closed. I'm like, I can't look at any of this anyways. So now when it's open, I buy the one thing that I never buy on Bricklink, bulk Technic. What is my life? All right, let's check up with the chat, and then I'll skedaddle. So, I probably skipped a whole lot of stuff in here. Heavy on the Brickstar content recently. Yeah, surprisingly. I think it's really because I don't watch everybody's YouTube channel like at the same time. I like binge through like a week's worth of their content or so. So seeing things like Brickstar's, Bricklink message video was just in the, it's another thing that I was like, oh, I could probably respond to this. Let's see. Angry Dragon 114. Open it up, less chatting. Yeah, story of my life. YouTube is full of ghosts. Yeah, that's true. Scooby sleeping on the job. Yeah, as always. I mean, if he ain't sleeping on top of the couch, he'll sleep somewhere else. And I know that Catstello is actually asleep on the rocking chair behind the couch. Let's see. Hopefully moisture doesn't affect the cards. It seemed like they were fine. They seem bone dry, which is good. Hunting for Marvel CMFs. Good luck, Doc. I saw the video earlier about that. Like, I feel bad. I follow so many people online, and I can't keep up with everybody. And I'm trying my best. I'm sorry. Even if I try to watch and then I try to comment, but I don't always remember to comment. Sometimes I just put them all on a watch later, so it goes from one right to the next. Trying to still stay active with the community, but beyond the live streams, the live streams are probably the hardest part of it because they're so timed and not all the live streams exist outside of it being live. They don't always get published. Haven't forgotten. Robert. The Robert has arrived. Everybody's saying hello in the chat. All good. How's Bert doing? Doing quite well. Nice and stuffed. Eco-friendly. Brick Trains, welcome to the stream. Joey, how's it going? No peanuts. Yeah, because I know I've complained about it before. I don't know if that's something that Brickstar even had on his mind, but I know that Brickstar is okay with packing peanuts. I personally don't like them because they break apart so easily, and I've had boxes before, like this size boxes, with not that much Lego in it, but it's filled to the brim with peanuts. And it's not even super fragile either. Like, I remember years and years ago, I got a small lot from eBay that had like a few ambulance type vehicles in it, and like the vintage ambulances. Do you have something to say? I heard you. It had a couple of ambulances in it that weren't that really big. They were like 4 wide vehicles, and a box that big, and packing peanuts all over the place. And when they fell out, they broke. And when they broke again. And they would get into everything. I guarantee I still have a whole bunch I'm still cleaning out from the haunted house that I moved, because they stuck to the package, they stuck to the set, and probably inside the box when I put other things in there. Foliage Lego parts are always a good time unless you get 100 pink frogs and a bonsai. Yeah, I mean, it's going to take a little bit more time to it's the other Joey. Barely fit a signature on a panel wall piece. Yeah. Yeah, luckily nothing in here got wet. It was just the box itself that is just tearing apart. Can't wait. Zachary, how's it going? Don't think I've seen your face here, but welcome. Sorry I responded to this like 10 minutes later. I'm selling Lego Universe Polybag at the yard sale. I saw it at the yard sale, and I was like, I, again, probably could just build that out of pieces. I'm not worried about getting the bag right now. I know we just had a whole discussion about that, yesterday? About bags and boxes and etc. Right, I did read that one earlier. Make dollars. Make dock. Maybe. And that's not a bad idea. But hey, one idea at a time, Angry Dragon. You already know I have another idea, and that's already ambitious as it is. This is ambitious as it is. Convention version, just a few stall TECHNIC bins. Experience with Bionicle was designing toys for McDonald's. I never bought any of the sets or figs. The time passed me by. That's fair. It's still cool that you got the design experience. What's up, Bionicle? Yeah, I mean, there is still a lot of Bionicle that looks weird. Even to me nowadays. I could look back on some that I grew up with, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't feel it. They're going to sit in the bottom of the bin. I'm okay they're here, but I'm not going to use that. Definitely a reach away from the norm. I mean, that's sometimes the appeal of it. Some people got into Lego because of Bionicle. Just like how some people get into Lego because of Pirates of the Caribbean Lego, or Minecraft Lego, or any of those other themes. Some people enjoy Bionicle before they enjoy System. Luckily, I was already into System before that. I swear, that Bionicle retrospective has taken me longer to make with every day, because I'm like, well, I keep tossing back and forth. I'm like, there are people that are going to rag on it, that are going to hate on it, just because I talk about Bionicle any further. And then there are people that are going to embrace it because I haven't talked about it in a long time and they actually enjoy it. And I'm like, do I address it in the video? Do I put it in the comment? Like, do I bring it up at all? Like, my consensus of it is I grew up with it, I enjoyed it, and I still enjoy it to some extent. I am not the super fan that's going to know every last nickel of lore that exists. I don't care about that. I don't care that deeply about it. Some of the main story that I understood as a kid is fine by me. Learning little bits here and there is like the behind-the-scenes trivia of a DVD. It's like, oh, cool, but I'm not really going to retain it all. I really don't want to go into a full-blown thing about it here. I feel like I may have done that already months ago. I still don't know. I don't want to shush people because I know that it doesn't appeal to everybody, and that's okay that it doesn't. I'm not asking that people should. I'm getting older. I'm just growing more gray hairs as I'm thinking about this. Ask Moto, he's a master at odd pieces going together. That's true. I would love to talk with him about, strange Lego pieces in building techniques. Dump the bin into the back. Reborn, resurrected, revamped. Yeah, revamped. There you go. Revitalized. Like the hashtag a year ago or something. Rebuilt. I don't know. Well, I don't think so. Angry Dragon, it's not the thing that I'm trying to do right now. It's like there's a couple that I've wanted for a long time, and there's a whole bunch I don't care about, or if I did want to build them, it would only be for a moment. I probably could just put the pieces together myself. I love that in the Lego system you can recreate old sets if you get creative with parts. That's true. I've actually seen some people do some really cool revamps of old sets with modern pieces. I also love Danish Space Program on Instagram. Check him out because I love his work. He makes micro versions of tons of Lego sets, old vintage Lego sets in micro scale. It's beautiful, brilliant. Really brings out some nice building techniques, adding some play features every once in a while. It's cool stuff. Closed. What? I don't even know what happened there. I hear you breathing. So many times, hard to follow up with everyone, especially with such a large community. Thank you. I don't know if I enjoy my live streams, but I'm glad you do. That sounds like peanuts. um, Gotta watch the boxes video as someone who likes to keep mine. Just don't understand why consumers would buy a modular aftermarket set and open it when they build the same set off of Bricklink for a quarter. It's really convenience. I guarantee that I mean I haven't had that with a modular, but I've definitely understood that with other sets that it's out of convenience. It's like, oh, my parts are all over the place. I don't know where to find everything. I don't want to put the time into it. So I could just go on and find another copy of the set and, check if it's complete and everything, and then it arrives at my doorstep in the mail. I've been trying to move myself away from that, but I can't say that I've been better at it. I can't say that I've been like completely off of it or anything like that. It's just kind of, well, I don't do it as much. And there are some older sets that I've actually tried rebuilding over the past couple of years. Still looking for parts here and there, but really it's a lot of organization I have to do just in general, whether or not it's rebuilding an old set or building new stuff. So there you go. Brickbank, for example, can be built around 150 new instead of paying for the outdated box. That's true. To each their own, just doesn't make sense if you open the box. Yeah, I mean, I don't buy sealed sets with that mentality. I don't like aftermarket. I wouldn't buy a sealed set all the time to get the set again. Most times, I would buy a used complete copy of it, and even if it's missing a few parts, that's not a big deal to me. Um, Sometimes I'll get them with the box. I feel like we already had the discussion yesterday. I You're not wrong, Doc. It is controversial even by people who like it, because not everybody likes it the same degree. I mean, look at Lego. You could look at literally any Lego fandom, any theme that has a fan following, and you're gonna find people that are going to be super hyped about everything, super loyal to it, or they're okay with it. They're not gonna buy everything. They're not gonna be interested in everything. They're gonna nitpick of whatever. Sometimes the super fans will nitpick about everything because they want it to be absolutely perfect. I could say that as myself included, depending on the fan base. That's fandom in general. It's not even exclusively Lego. You could talk about literally any group of people who have a common interest, and you're gonna find something like that. Unless they're all clones, I guess that would work. Just a package designer point of view, right? I just got off the front end of boxes. There are people who do that. That's true. Are we having the box discussion a day after the live stream? I had a box discussion. I'm not saying go over to that live stream or the comments. I'm just like I just want to know what was happening. I'm already on a tangent. I didn't know we were having a second one. The box. It's not economical. I find it. Yeah, that's fair. Pay that much and it stays sealed. Because yeah, I already talked about it yesterday. Boxing mainly for display purposes. I didn't even have a box in here. Huh. Well, I definitely not going to keep that sealed. Or that. Terrible condition. Definitely have to throw those out as soon as I'm out the door. Box is the sequel. Yeah. Okay. So I've caught up with the comments. I've read through everything. And, again, I don't know how much I can say here. I'm already out of time, but thank you all for joining. Thank you to Angry Dragon 114, Doc Samson, My Random Mind, Brixar, Stud Sidious. Thank you, Brixar, for the order. And thank you to, I forgot the name of the store already, because my brain is running 100 miles an hour. Toys for Boys? Is that it? Toys for Boys, that's it. Maybe they should change their name. It could be more progressive. Toys for Kids? No. Toys for People. There you go. I don't know. Their store, their rules. Brick Trains, thank you for joining as well. I saw Zachary in here earlier. Thank you for joining. Was there someone else? Did I miss him? Cy O'Connor was here. Yes, thank you for joining as well. I don't know if you're still in the chat. I don't know what the chat... It doesn't let me see. It just says 6 and 7 keeps fluctuating. I don't know. Whatever it does. Whatever it do. So this is probably the largest Technic order from Bricklink I've ever placed. Even from a single store like Brixar. And the fact that I've ordered this much from 2 stores, you can tell that I'm serious about this project and I'm looking forward to more about it, more development. I probably feel like, I don't even know. Maybe August I should have put out a trigger warning for people that aren't Bionicle fans. It's like, hey, August is a big month for Bionicle fans. You got Brick Fair, you got Bionicle Day, you got the trickling afterwards of Bionicle Day. It's like, there's gonna be more talk about it, even if it's already a thing people talk about every year, adding time of year. So I'm sorry, but I like it to some degree. I will enjoy it the way I want to. I still enjoy everything. Hold on. Is it in here? Oh, right. I can't get in there. But I can see it. I can see it. That's one. Oh, man, oh, man. The dump truck is cool. Oh, that one stuck out the door somehow. Oh, man. It's on the door. Are you kidding me? How did that happen? Who in the right mind? Hi, I'm Joey. I'm 26 years old. I'm only building train and space from now on. I like these things too. My general consensus is I'm a fan of all things Lego. Even the weird, controversial, obscure, bizarre, stupid stuff. I can stupidly like them too. I grew up with Galador. I stupidly grew up with Galador, if you want to say it. But I don't care. It's a part of LEGO history. I enjoy that LEGO history because of just the different reaches of the same company we all know and love for whatever reason. It doesn't mean that I love learning about it, even if I don't love the ideas of them. Next thing you know, I'm going to get Zooters. I'm probably going to get Zooters. That's not a restaurant. You watch Brixar, you're going to find out what Zooters are. I bought Snap recently. Like, hate Bionicle all you want, but Snap is the one that's like, okay, this is like, you know, below ground. This is like, okay, nobody is a fan of this. Barely anybody mocks with it. It has such a low parts variety. There's a reason why it's forgotten about. But I'm buying a whole bunch of them stupidly, if you may, because I want to make it fun. I want to try something different. I want to try building different versions of Lego systems, you know? I'm not saying I don't like one anymore or I like one more than the rest. I still like them all. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe it's Virginia. I don't even see them. I found on Bricklink, on one of those late night whatevers, the other day, I found something just as weird as Zooters from Lego Duplo that I'm like, if I actually buy this, I'm gonna feel stupid buying this. But because of Bizarre Lego, because of my intrigue in Lego history, for some reason I want to get this thing to experience how stupid it is. It basically looks like Mega Bloks, I kid you not. I don't even know if Brixar has it. I don't remember seeing a video of him with it. I do have to ask a lot of questions about old stuff from Brixar in general to help with Bizarre Lego, but that's for another day. I am well over time, and I hope you enjoyed, because as much as I've been doing live streams a lot lately, it's basically because I've run out of space on my phone, or I don't know if I can get this all recorded in one take on the phone. And sometimes it's fun enjoying, engaging with everybody. But I am well over time than I thought it was going to be for this live stream. So I have yourselves a good one. Next week we'll be building Creator Space. I have another one in the car, actually. I keep forgetting to bring it out and build the two together. It's the one with the little robot with the scout or whatever it's going to be called. Are they compatible? Snap? Oh, wait, the Duplo? It is still technically compatible as Duplo. It's just the style of them you would not think is Lego. That's what feels weird about it. I don't even remember it. I don't think there was a category name for them on Bricklink. I think there's just, you look for them by the year, and there's just like 3 or 4 sets of them. One of them is basically a 3-pack or something. It looks like it. And there you go. Bizarre Lego will be the death of me, because I am reaching to every corner of the Lego brand universe, even if people don't like it. Even if I don't like it. At least I can say I tried it. Oh boy. I think cool for mock building. May not be into the theme, but I respect the creativity of it for sure. Thank you. A sensible opinion. I'm okay with that. It's just like there are some people that just adamantly, it's not Lego. I don't want to talk to you now. I don't want to talk to some of those kinds of people because we're just spinning our wheels. I'm not a complete advocate for Bionicle. There are things I don't like about it. There are things I don't like about the community, but there are things about every community that I don't like, regardless of Lego, regardless of not Lego. I am more heated up than I thought it was going to be. I was going to wait until I left. It's actually getting sunny outside, so it would have been heated outside. Can we go now? Are we good? Can we go? Are we done? Xavier, sorry, we're a little late. It's not Fabuland. I don't... Ashamedly, I only think I have one Fabuland figure. I don't even have a whole set. I have pieces that existed after that were originated in Fabuland, but it's not that. I'm telling you, it's Duplo. I'm not even trying to keep it as a secret. I just don't know what to classify it as. There is no category for the thing. It's just, it existed this year, and nowhere else. It's like these little trucks that have faces on them. They look straight up Mega Bloks. I kid you not. But they are Duplo. And they are, they're like these little 4-wheel trucks, a couple of pieces each, in the Explorer era of Duplo, because it was just a whole bunch of Duplo sets. They just renamed as Explorer for some reason, and Primo. And, I want to say 2003, 2004, something like that. And, one's a construction vehicle, one's a police car, one's a fire truck, and then there's a 4th set that's like a combination of those 3, where it's like you get those 3 in one set, maybe a couple pieces different or something like that. Maybe there's a fourth one. I'm not. Maybe there's a fifth one. I'm not sure. I am. Oh, that's the phone in there. I thought it was a phone out here. I am already exhausted, and I have just only ran back and forth through the hallway. So I'm just mentally. I'll refresh. Maybe I'll post a picture or do a separate video of actually showing what's actually in this hall instead of across the table or whatever. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this unboxing. And I don't even know what just happened in the past 10 minutes. And let's just move on. It's not Belva. Again, I don't know if there's a name for it. I don't know. I'll post it on the community tab or something. I don't know what they're called. They don't have the category name. They're just Duplo, Explore, whatever the set name is, whatever the set number is. I'm not trying to hold anything back. I explained what they were. Bizarre Lego, you're crushing me. You're tearing me apart, Lego. At least I'm laughing. I think I'm gonna call it laughter. Bye.